yourself to the drinks, folks.
Oh, good. Here you are, Uncle Isaac. Paper cup and all.
Thank you, Jake.
Don't you think we should be going? My parents are expecting us.
Yeah, we'll stick around for a little while and have a little Thanksgiving toast with the gang, all right?
Oh, I'm starving. How long are you going to tempt us with that wonderful smell?
Since none of you men volunteered, I'm going to have to carve this bird myself, and that's all we have left to do.
Cut fast.
We'll eat soon.
Not me. You too. Turkey? No. Special kosher meal I had delivered from the deli.
Well, that was thoughtful of you, Jacob. What will you eat?
Pumpkin.
That's all?
Somebody has to take care of the leftover jack-o'-lanterns from Halloween.
Oh, let me help you. That turkey is huge.
Well, you know what we're going to be having all weekend, don't you? Turkey sandwiches.
Oh, it looks delicious, honey.
Well, it better be. I spent all morning preparing this bird. I think we've got everything under control. Thanks.
Oh, well, Mrs. Clancey said there must be something I can do.
Yeah, I'll bet.
How's that?
Listen, you can hold the platter while I carve it, you know. That would be great.
Well, I'd love to. You know, you are a wonderful dancer.
Thanks. I'm pretty rusty. I don't get as much practice as I'd like.
Well, that's hard to believe. A woman as beautiful as you must get asked that all the time.
Tell me, Sean, just how well do you know Mrs. Clancy?
I'm no expert, Blackie, but it sounded like you guys have been playing for months.
Well, believe it or not, that was our first time.
I was impressed. There.
That's really good.
Well, we got a lot of practicing to do. You know, it takes time for a band to play together until they get the real groove, man. But when we do, look out.
All right.
Look out. Ready to go? Yeah, let's go. Tell Rose we'll see you later, okay?
Sure thing.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Tell her yourself.
Oh, Rose, we're going to have Thanksgiving dinner at the Hardy's house today.
Well, now I know how you really feel about my
It's
cooking.
got nothing to do with your cooking. You know, we promised them weeks ago, that's all.
Sure. Just kidding. Have a good time. Wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving for
We
me.
sure will.
I won't be late, okay?
You better not be.
Thanksgiving. Bye.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You know, I just think it's too bad that Rick and Lesley aren't here.
Well, they wanted to go to Beechers Corners. You know how much they enjoy that place. It means a lot to them.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's get over here and join them.
Okay. We'll get in on a toast.
Move over, folks. Now, remember what I told you.
I know, Whit, but it's hard not to talk about it. A little over 2 years ago, Luke and Laura were married. Every year about this time, I get a little misty thinking about it.
Well, Thanksgiving's supposed to be a happy day. Now, don't go ruining no fine meal with tears.
I know. They're here. They're here.
It's so good to be here.
How was the trip? Oh, it's wonderful to see you. Come on in.
No complaints. How about yourself?
I'm glad this holiday arrived, I tell you that.
When you and Lesley gonna quit fooling around down there in the city and move out here with us simple folk? That's the only way to live.
Say, we've talked about it more times than you can think.
Well, it's the best thing in the world for both of you. Now, Port Charles is a nice place to visit.
Oh, it's so good. It feels like old times.
Oh, yes, it's been too long. Shame we only do this on holidays.
And not too many of those either.
It smells pretty good in here. When are we going to eat? I'm starving.
No. Good, because we've got plenty of food. And you're going to have a Thanksgiving dinner you won't soon forget. Oh, Mrs. Kolnick. You remember Mrs. Kolnick? Sure. She brought the piccalilli for you, and she's given me a couple of jars for you to take home. Oh, how sweet. And Buford, well, he was so happy to hear you were coming up. He wanted to stop by and say hello, but he got invited over to his cousins at Pleasant Prairie. So he wanted me to give you a hug instead.
Oh, thank you.
Sure am sorry Luke couldn't have come up with you.
You know, I think he's probably spending the day with Bobby and Brock. See, Bobby, his sister, she just lost a baby, and...
Jessie?
I can't tell you how wonderful it is to be with all of you on Thanksgiving.
Well, we're certainly glad the two of you could join us.
Mm-hmm. You know, this is really one of my favorite holidays. It's not quite as commercialized as Christmas and Easter. It's a very quiet, pleasant celebration with friends and family, and I think it's nice to kind of step back and count our blessings.
I just wish my biggest blessing could be with us here today.
How much longer is Lee going to be out of town?
Oh, I don't know, Steve, but it'd better be not more than another day or two. I mean, I really miss him.
It's awfully hard not to be with people you love on Thanksgiving.
Oh, say hello.
Well, what
Hi.
My phone. Stop by Kelly's after the dance.
Oh, how was the dance?
It was great.
Oh, Blackie's band was fantastic.
Well, we were all right, you know, but there's nothing like playing in front of a live audience. That was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
I'll bet Rose is cooking up some feast for today, huh?
Oh, Rose's turkey is huge. It's big enough to feed half of Fort Charles.
Who's over at Kelly's?
Oh, Jake, his uncle, Brian, Claudia, you know.
Sean.
Sean?
Oh, it's Mrs. Clancey's brainstorms trying to fix Rose up with this guy.
I thought Rose was going with Jake Meyer.
So did Rose.
I'll tell you something. That turkey smells terrific. Where is it? Come on.
Hey, where do you take it? Audrey outdid herself this Thanksgiving.
Not unless I keep an eye on it. Excuse me.
Oh,
I better go.
let me give you a hand.
You like some goodies, did you?
Rose, this is amazing.
Oh, just a little something I whipped up in my spare time.
Oh, honey, it's delicious.
As usual.
Thanks. Just keep these compliments coming. You won't have to help clean up.
Oh, it's warm, it's creamy.
It's just lovely. Are you enjoying yourself? Oh, I'm having a great time.
Great.
Oh, Sean, darling, isn't Rosie Kelly a wonderful cook?
The best.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Sit down here. You and Rosie have so much to talk about.
Oh, you don't mind?
I insist.
I don't believe her.
Oh, now, you don't know, Jacob.
I have a pretty good idea.
She's only got the girl's interest at heart.
I'll bet she gets a commission for every Irish match she makes.
Now, how do you know that he's not just the right boy for her?
Because I am. Besides, she is definitely not the right one for him.
Excuse me.
No, hurry back.
Never get some more. Kelly. Well, hello. Yes, and a happy Thanksgiving to you, too. You bet she's sitting right here. Hold on just a second. Claudia, it's for you. It's your mother.
Oh, great. I was hoping they'd call.
Claudia's parents are driving through Canada on their way to Alaska.
Whatever for?
They're taking a vacation. Sounds like an interesting trip.
Oh, you would think so. This time of year?
Why not?
Well, it's snowing up there. Don't even talk about snow around here.
My superstition?
No, experience. It's a dirty word around Port Charles, right, Brian?
Oh, yes, a very touchy subject. Very.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You haven't lived here long enough, Isaac. But just take it from us old-timers. We get chilled at the mention of the word snow.
I'm hungry. We know, Michael. You've said it 10 times now.
We're gonna eat any second now. Just hold on. That we will.
Oh, this is so nice. Wonderful.
It sure is. Let's give thanks, shall we?
Oh, yes.
Dear Lord, on this Thanksgiving Day, we have much to be grateful for. We thank Thee for a bountiful harvest this year, and for our family, and these good friends.
And for those loved ones who cannot be with us today, but who will live in our hearts with every breath we take. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right, let's eat. Would you mind your manners? What do you mean? I mean, ladies first.
Agnes, I warned you.
I didn't mean it.
It's all right. It's just that, please don't worry. I'll take care of it. You're right, Meg.
Oh, Whit, I feel awful.
Well, it's not your fault. Mom Lucy was just thinking about Laura. She does it all the time now.
I don't know what to do. I can't stop it.
Don't try to stop it. Let it out. Just let it out.
But I swore I wasn't going to do this. I don't want to spoil everybody's Thanksgiving.
Lesley, you haven't spoiled anybody's Thanksgiving yet.
I really thought I could handle it. I thought I could be with people that I love. I'm just sorry.
It's not your fault. We just shouldn't have come here in the first place. Very simple.
I wanted to be here. It's no worse here than anywhere else.
You sure that being here at the Whittakers hasn't triggered some additional memories?
No. They don't need triggering. They never go away. I feel like I'm living in the past. I want it to stop. When is it going to stop?
When you totally accept your loss.
Oh, Rick, I'm trying so hard.
I know you're trying, but there's got to be a little tiny part of you somewhere that's fighting so hard. To make you think she's still there. But she's not. She is gone. Lesley, you're filled with grief because the memories are still there, and they're sad memories. And memories don't have to be that way. They can be very supportive as well as being destructive.
None of them take over your life. They're not.
You have a problem, Lesley. A memory is something that should be very special. We should be able to recall them when we want them and the way we want them. Like you take a photo album and you look at pictures because you want to see a specific time and a specific place. So you can take that memory and you can cherish it. There's no way you're going to be able to do that. Not until you accept the fact that Laura is gone. Not forgotten, but gone.
You make it sound so easy.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it sound easy. You lose someone you love. That's the hardest thing in the world. It is. And there are many people that never recover from that.
How did you manage to handle it so well?
All I know is I'm able to put that part of my past behind me.
How do you do that?
I think because I felt it when it happened. I indulged myself. I loved Laura. I missed her. And there were a lot of nights that I cried myself to sleep that I don't even think you know about. But I thought I was entitled to it. And I never at any time allowed myself to pretend that it hadn't happened.
You couldn't do that.
That's just it. You can't. It's impossible. You have to face it instead of running from it.
I'm not real sure I can do that.
Yes, you can, Lesley. You can. It's not easy. It's very difficult. Let me ask you a question. If you had to lead your life over again, and now knowing the kind of pain and the sorrow and the anguish you're going to go through, because you're going to lose Laura, would you do it again but leave Laura out of your life? No, of course you wouldn't. That's a question I had to ask myself 100 times a day.
Do you still?
Not anymore. That was a long time ago. Those memories of Laura are very special. And we can live with our memories. But we can't let our memories rule us or govern us. We have to feel it, experience it, and then stop crying and move on to other things.
You're right.
Today happens to be a day of Thanksgiving, isn't it? And we should give thanks because Laura was a gift from God. She was. We should be thankful for every second that she was in our family. That's what we should be thankful for because she enriched our lives in so many ways.